What's going on, people? It's your boy Keelan Cox, live podcast, episode, I don't know, 8, I think, man. Look, we just doing so, man, we keeping it going, man. One half of the Cox team, of course, Michael Cox would be here right now, but he grinding, you know what I'm saying? He got a whole AAU basketball team that he doing right now. So it's your boy, I'm holding it down. Got another podcast going on. We're here with personal trainer, Mark Williams. What's going on with you, my boy?
How you been?
Man, Taylor, man, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, man,
Glad to have you. Just explain to everybody, we go straight to it. We talk about, when you started, how you started it, what you do per se to help people accomplish their fitness goals, right? And just all around, how you thriving in your business. We like to talk about business, we like to give people opportunity to reach a different set of eyes that they may not normally get in touch with or whatnot. So we here, we live, we doing it.
All right. So
just tell the world what you do, man.
Well, I got started. Let's say this is year 13. It's year 13 now. It crept up on me. Like it wasn't supposed to go down like this. Like this was never in my car. Well, I didn't think it was in my car at all. So I went to college playing ball. I was small when I got to school. So my freshman year, I was like 155 playing running back. So I had to eat the whole first year. Just ate with the coach still ate for 2 hours. And then I kept growing and growing and growing. And I noticed I wasn't getting no slower. I was better. I was stronger. Had more endurance. That's crazy. I'm 35, 40 pounds heavier than I ever been, and I'm just as fast. So that's how I studied it. And then I came home one summer, trying to get a job, couldn't find a job, nowhere. Like I tried, gas stations wouldn't hire me, mall wouldn't hire me, fast food, nobody would hire me. So I'm like, man, I gotta do something. So my homeboys I worked with like, you need to be a trainer. I'm like, man, I don't be no trainer. They're like, bro, just do it. You in the gym every day anyways. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of started out training with my friends and my friends' moms and just for free, just get my name out there. And then I kind of fell in love with it a little bit, and then I got certified, and then got a real job. And then got certified again, got a real job, went to UF, did my internship with strength and conditioning, and then got back in the training world, and then it just took off from there.
Man, look, that your story sound like a lot of stories that, as far as young black men, especially people that I know, what we come up with, man. It's not for the lack of trying to get jobs. We all try to get jobs for whatever reasons. It's just tough on us. And sometimes you gotta think outside the box. I was always in the mindset if they won't hire you, then create your own. That's kind of lame what you did. And I mean, just I would assume exposure to different things kind of brought you into that training world, knowing that you can make money. Training people. Did you say that?
Yeah, I mean, at first it was gonna be like a collegiate strength and conditioning coach. Right. That was my goal, and then I kind of got a taste of both worlds. And I think at that point, had I not had kids, I probably would have pursued it a little heavier. But that strength and conditioning world, like you go and go and go and go. Like you help recruit. Like those guys with you during the whole spring and summertime. And the coach still gets fired, you fired. Like you be in Florida 1 month, you be in Texas next month, you be in North Dakota. Like you just go where the money goes. Right? Like I don't really want to move around that much. I done got roots here now. Right? My family here, my support system here, my kids are here. So I don't want to uproot them if someone was to ever, go left. Right. So then I started training people, like I said, kind of started training more and more people. I had athletes, I had moms, I had people with disabilities, and it just made me study and read and apply, and it just kept going. My love for it just kept growing deeper and deeper and deeper.
Who would you say would be one of the first people that I would say that motivated you to get into the strength and training world?
I'm always a fan of Alabama strength coach. I watched him from afar. I never got to meet him. And then when I did my internship at UF, I was with Coach Dillman, Coach Mark, Coach Jesse, my boy Brandon, my best friend Miguel growing up, and then Coach Jesse used to take me into a room by himself, and his office probably about as big as this with 2 big whiteboards. Big dude, strong dude. He would drill me with information. For 2.5 hours, he would just lecture me. By the time I left, I couldn't even spell my name. It was me and him. He would give me textbooks, science journals, his own studies. The man got 4, 5 masters, 3, 4 PhDs. But he probably the smartest human I've ever been in the same room with. And just watching his work ethic from training the kids to breaking down the textbooks to preparing for a lecture, he just made it look so easy. I'm like, if anybody can make that look easy, you look different. You just built different. So I just took the same grind that I've always had in football to this.
I mean, that's common with me, because I mean, I think every person that I know that plays sports, you know, or that's in the business world and also plays sports, says the same thing. They took what they learned in the sports world and applies to the business as far as their work ethic. Now, business is definitely different from sports as far as, you know, paperwork and, you know how to make money in it. But work ethic, you know, if you was a hard worker in sports, then usually that translates you being a hard worker in life, and you most likely a hard worker in business if you choose to open up a business. I got in real estate, you know, with the mindset of that I couldn't get a job either. I couldn't get on to a couple places because of situations that had took place. My background, actually I got in a car accident that just kind of messed some things up for me and put me in a pretty precarious situation. And I had to think about, you know, if I were not to be gainfully employed, what can I do to make money and actually just survive? I had a daughter coming and everything too, and that's kind of how I got, you know, one of the reasons I got in real estate, because I wanted to be able to control my own destiny, right? Not have someone tell me what I can and can't do as far as my goals. And I also want to create a life for my daughter that I didn't have for myself. I'm not gonna say I grew up, you know, dirt poor and stuff like that. I think I had a great childhood growing up, but I just wanted to make sure that I was able to provide and do something better than I had when I came up.
Gotcha.
So we all have different motivators and why we do things what we do. You say you've been training for 13 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time. How many people would you say you've trained in that amount of time? Give me a guess.
From that time, this time?
That time, this time. Can you give me a guess?
I'm probably over 1,000 people.
That's a lot of people.
I'm probably well over 1,000 people.
Again, over 1,000 people. So if you're looking to get your body right, he definitely has trained a multitude of people in different, all facets. You know what I'm saying? So all body types, all body structures. You know, no start is a bad start. You know, the only bad start is not start. Right?
Hey, you sound good. Like you know something.
Hey, I tried, man. But tell me one of the harder things about the business, right? You know, we all celebrate, you know, the positive and when things are going well, but talk about, you know, a time where, you know, things weren't going right. You thought maybe of giving up. Maybe you didn't think about giving up. I know I've had struggles, you know, with that, you know, early in my career in real estate where I didn't know if I was doing the right thing, but someone just told me to keep going. Like, what are some of those times for you?
It was definitely COVID, like 2020 COVID. That was like I quit. I gave up. It was COVID, and then I lost my dad at the exact same time. Like the gym was closing, and then COVID, and then my pops passed. So all like in that, I was like, I'm done. Like I still go back to y'all stuff out of the gym. I never went back. I was about to take another job doing something totally different. Like, I was trying to get so far away from it. I called insurance agencies and you name it. I call everybody, and they still don't call me back. People still didn't call me back. I tried to give it. Like I was done. I walked away from it. I was like, I'm not. I told my mom, I'm like, I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. Like I'm not doing this no more. And then for some reason, my old clients kept hitting me up. I'm curving. I'm not even responding. Oh, I'm not in the gym no more. I'm just chilling. Oh, when you coming back? Oh no, I didn't know. I was like, all right, man. Fine, I'm just gonna take one person. All right, I took one person. And then somebody said, oh, so that one coming with so again. I'm like, all right, train this person. Next I know, look up, it's 5 deep. Now I'm 7 deep. Now I'm 10 deep. That's
a whole.
Now I'm back in it. Now I'm back in the full fledged.
It's amazing how that happens, bro. When you know, as soon as you're thinking about, and let this be a lesson to some people that's watching this, you know, in the future, right? You see like this is a drawing where I see you have two people digging a hole, right? And then you have one person in that drawing is a person giving up, right? And right on the other side of that dirt is diamonds, right? And you have another person that kept digging, and they hit diamonds. Same two people digging the same hole. One gave up, one kept going, right? You kept going, and now.
But I would say that, and I've been saying this last time, I had a huge support team. Like the people who like surrounded me during that time, like I owed them everything. Like I had a great, like I couldn't go on like doubling back and saying like the people who was around me at that time in my life, like really gave me life again. Like really gave me life again in every aspect of the word. Like when I say done, I was done. I wasn't eating, I wasn't working out, I wasn't doing none of that. I was going like Burger King twice a day, eating number 6, no onions, and cheese and bacon fruit punch. Make it a large though. Every day. And I was done. But the team of people I had around me, like that cocoon they built around me, like I wouldn't be here right now.
That's important, man. It's important to have people around that believe in you.
Yeah, man.
You know, you can't do nothing by yourself.
Nah.
It's possible to get where you're trying to go by yourself. Having a good support team and just all in all, just good people around you, can do wonders.
Yeah.
Kept you in business.
It did.
And I mean, I'm sure that your business has flourished since that time when you thought about giving up. So tell me, what if there was a kid that was looking to get into personal training, what would be some of the things that you would want to tell them they should start working on early, or things they should consider in this world?
So I think the number one thing I would tell them is never stop learning. Like the moment you think you got to figure it out, you're already behind. Like never stop learning, never stop researching, never stop applying. Like never stop trying to be great, because this industry changed so fast. Like the formulas change, the bodies change, the way you do things change. Just certain techniques change. So I would say once you get in this world, just know you gotta keep reading, keep applying, keep reaching out to people. That's what helped me out the most. I think that's what separated me from a lot of different people around my time frame. Just because I was around so many big minds, I got to just feed off of, watch them in action. Just sit back, take notes of what they was doing, ask questions, why you put it this way. Just be persistent in learning. Never stop learning. From now and then keep it going.
That's important, man. He just dropped. I wish I had a DJ say drop one or two bombs, right? And that's a bomb right there, man. You always have to keep applying yourself, keep learning. There's not a monopoly on education. You can learn a lot from a multitude of people, but the most important thing is you gotta keep going, keep applying yourself to your craft, whatever that may be. I know I learned a lot from a lot of agents. I learned a lot by just watching YouTube videos. I learned a lot about myself as far as my dedication to my craft by just getting up and being disciplined about what I'm trying to do. Which brings us to my next thing. Talk about discipline. How has discipline played a part in your business, as well as your personal life?
I think if it wasn't for the discipline in my personal and my business, would have been off the ground. You don't even get off the ground. You can't get one, you definitely don't get the other one.
Right.
Because now you're on your own for real. So if you don't punch that clock, that's you. You not getting paid.
So you treat your business like a business,
You
right?
got to.
So
you got to.
Again, just because we're self-employed, right? That doesn't mean that we don't treat it like a business. You have to time block, you have to set a schedule if you want to be successful in whatever business industry that you're in. You have to treat it like a business, regardless of how you feel. McDonald's open, right? No matter how management feels, no matter how employees feel, they're always open. So they're always gonna be open at the same time. So if you want to be successful in whatever business that you decide to do, discipline is a plays a major role in it. Being consistent with that discipline is also something that you gotta pay attention to. Your consistency in your business is what continues to shows people that you're out here doing stuff. Marketing is another thing that I like to do. I'm always marketing, and my thing is people don't get mad at Pepsi. People don't get mad at Coke, right? When you see their products every day. So
every day.
These are things that you want to do in your business life to be successful in business. Make sure that you market yourself every day. If they don't know you, they're not going to shop with you. If they don't see what you're doing, they're not going to shop with you. That's just how it goes. We're visual people. The market's going towards videos, right? Yep. Reason why we're doing this video today, because we want to put ourselves and put that imagery out there for people to see us, and also use us, or maybe refer us to somebody else. Talk about what are some of the pitfalls that people don't know about personal training. What are things that can stall your business, and ultimately what are things that can end your business?
I think for me, I've always prided myself on knowing where the line is. Knowing your boundaries before you take a client over. All right, if you're gonna be around a certain amount of people or a certain type of people, you need to know your boundaries. Don't ever cross over to where you can't come back from. Because once you cross it, that's it. Right. You can't come back. Be it lying about money, be it trying to get a number on the slide, be it trying to shortchange somebody on some money or some sessions. Once you cross that line, you can't come back. You forever gonna be tainted with that paint. Whatever, it could be 10 years from now, they're gonna always refer to, that was the trainer did X, Y, and Z. So always try to be is upfront, honest, transparent, and keep it strictly business with every client. Since the day I started to now. So I think if you're not careful with that, man, you be in trouble. I think not just in training work with any business, especially when you're on your own.
Most definitely.
There's nothing back to you but your word.
Yeah.
So I don't have a $2 million bill behind me saying JCPenney's or Dillard's or Checkers. I don't have that behind me. It's just my name.
Right.
So once you break it, that's it. So I think that's gonna be for me number one.
Your brand is basically what he's referring to.
Yeah.
You have to protect your brand at all costs. What you put out, what you accomplish. Basically, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. Right. That's the most important thing I've learned in real estate. You have to be a man of your word, or you're gonna be labeled as such, and you may not ultimately be that. But for that client or whoever that person is, they're gonna know you as that. So try to be as professional as possible. I know there is a lot of professional development courses that you see around, but pay attention to people that are in the business that you're doing. Read ethics guidelines. Just be careful in how you treat people, right? Because ultimately you treat people how you want to be treated.
Yes.
I would say my next question for you, as far as and I don't want to harbor just on the good stuff. Tell me about the success stories that you've had, with clients. Tell me about one of the better success stories.
I had a few of them, man. I had a few of them. I met one of my best friends I met in the gym. His name was Jim.
Met Jim in the gym. Ain't that
something? Couple ever met. Jim was like 62, 63, somewhere around there. And we trained for 4 years. He passed away, but that was my guy. And we went through a lot together. He helped me through see things through different lenses. He was always positive. Always positive. That was my guy. I got a chance to work with, guys that got drafted in the league. I worked with guys that locally who I've seen contract year, I've helped them out. They have an injury, come back to me. I've had guys, a high school kid reached out to me, and they had messed up his shoulder. It was his senior year, he had surgery. So the therapist had denied him one time to come back. He only had like 5 games left of the season. It's his senior year. So his mom reached out to me, like, hey, listen, I heard about you. Like, my son's got like a month to get to a certain degree more on his shoulder before the doctors clear him. I was like, well, I'll do what I can do. And I worked that kid for a month straight, and he passed. And he got to come back his senior year, play the last 5 games of the senior season. We all remember that senior year.
Oh yeah, that senior.
That's a special year. That's a special year. So I just work with a lot of people who, trained me to go on to start other training businesses, or going on to pursue physical therapy, or realize this is not what they want to do, or end up going to massage therapy, or graduate college, get married. Like I've been through a lot of stuff with a lot of different people, so it's been just a dope ride.
Type work. Well, I mean, what about services? Tell the people, what all services that you provide.
Okay.
Tell them, how you offer them, and what's the benefit of why you do it.
Like when you plug me in, I'm gonna look at this camera. Here we go. So my services: I'm a one-on-one trainer. I can do weight loss, weight gain, sports specific, injury prevention. If you're coming off surgery, like say you had surgery, if you are on the latter end of it, about to get out, I can help you get your strength back in all areas. And my next services, I'm very excited to announce this. My second business I'm starting is a meal prep service. So that's going to get launched here in May. And I fell in love with the process all over again. So that's my second service I'm going to offer. So yeah.
Why is it important to meal prep? Please explain to the people, because I'm on the slim side. I'm trying to get myself together. You know what I'm saying? And it's summertime coming. It ain't just the females trying to get. I want to get right to it. Tell them why meal prepping is important.
I think meal prep to me, I always tell people, no matter what your goals is, if it's weight gain, weight loss, want to stay the same, whatever it is, that we all have the same 24 hours in the day. Right? We all work. Let's say you go to work at 7, get off at 4:30. Say you got 1 or 2 kids. By the time you get off work and pick them kids up, you don't feel like cooking. Like nobody feel like thawing out chicken and putting it in the oven and cooking boiling rice, and nobody wants to do that.
I think that's more problem.
Nobody wants to do that. So I always tell people, if you know it's cooked, you good. Yeah. All you gotta do is get to it. If you know it's in there, all you gotta do is get to it. If it's at lunch, you ain't gotta worry about what I'm eating today, who gonna order what. Yeah, if you already got it cooked, it's already in there. That's over half the battle. I think most people just like, I get up and do it in the morning.
Yeah.
That's like I said, I'm gonna get gas in the morning. We know we're not getting gas in the morning. We know we want to run right by. So you try to get that last little bit of sleep. I tell people, like, if you can meal prep, you know for a fact what you gonna eat and where it's at. So just
want to talk about the importance of breakfast.
I love breakfast.
Talk about the importance of breakfast.
I love breakfast.
Tell people why you should eat breakfast.
Listen, man, stop playing. Eat breakfast every morning. Stop. Eat breakfast. Nah, but I'm pro food. Like for me, my body, like mine functions better with food. Like I don't feel as lethargic. When I eat, I don't feel as drained. I can think clear. Like I'm more energized. It just starts my day all right. So for me, breakfast is like the first commitment that I give myself. All right, man, you know you got a long day today. If you don't eat now, then when? Like if I don't eat breakfast, then when's the next time I can eat?
Right.
So the time you went to sleep, let's say you went to sleep at 10 o'clock. You don't eat till noon. You didn't.
Your body's digestion working overnight, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, your body's still breaking down calories. And I think most people understand, like, once you eat and build a muscle, like your body eats the fat. So when you don't eat, you're doing the exact opposite. So your body's gonna break down faster than fat. So fat is insulin around the body, right? So if you don't eat and you keep starving yourself, then the body's gonna survive by any means necessary. So it's gonna break down the muscle to use for fuel. You got no other choice. You can't break down anything else. Well, it can't, but the fat is such a long, slow process. The body gotta work harder to break it down. So it's easy to break down the muscle. That's why you ever notice when you work out for a while and you lose results fast. That's why. So you tell people like, all right, like you want to do the opposite of what you're doing, but you want to be hard hit, man. I gotta tell them every day on Facebook, eat breakfast.
Breakfast is important, man. You heard it, man. Breakfast is important, man. It's crazy, man. Like I met you a few years ago, man, and I swear I've been trying to get in the gym lately, and I think it's time. I'm gonna make that commitment, bro. I'm making it on camera too, man. So everybody sees. So I'm gonna make that commitment, man. So next time you see me on camera, man, I ain't gonna be, I'm filling out this shirt. You know what I'm saying? The cocktail ain't gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of, loose. But it's alright though, because we gonna get the, you know what I'm saying? Hot guy summer, you know what I'm saying? Coming towards you, But now on a serious tip, man, I really appreciate, what you do, because I think, having more people like us is a visual that we can give the generation that's coming up.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's important. I think fitness is important. I think it's important for mental health. Not only, just for the young, the older as well.
Agreed.
Injuries, fitness is just all out important, I want to live to be as long as I can, and I don't, I know heart disease is something that's common in our culture. So I think, we need to do a better job of showing, why it's important to take care of your body. And we're going to start with each individual person or whatnot, and you got to start with making a commitment. So, I mean, I'm ready to do it. I think more people should reach out to you and talk to you just about it, whether they decide to ultimately use you or not. I think there's no monopoly on education, and everybody should be willing to, get any education from anybody that knows what they're doing. And obviously, you know what you're doing because you've been doing it for a long time. Right? So, man, it's a lot of things that we can dive into, but we ain't gonna kill the people because we got another podcast coming, and you're gonna see my journey, right? So you're gonna come back on, and then we're gonna talk about what we did to get myself together. So if you don't believe it, you're gonna see it right here, and also you're gonna see other people on social media, man. Mark is big in the community. Tell people what you do just for the community, just in general, other than just working out.
I've been strength and conditioning coach for a lot of different teams in the area. I've done some program work for other schools out of the area. Taking in kids who've been, trying to get to the next step, be it this or collegiate or professional. I'm just trying to teach them how to treat their body when they're off season. Just give them little jewels there on how to recover. But I've been injured enough, so I, tell them how to not get injured as best as possible. So I'm always out, man. I'm always out for the people. I'm trying to help. I want everybody to win, like everybody. So
that's what's up.
Any way possible I can help.
That's what's up. Well, tell people how they can reach you, my guy.
Well, I'm on Facebook at Mark Williams. I'm on Instagram at muscle_by_Mark. If you want my number, here it is: 352-225-1234.
Y'all got that? One more time for the people. Give them the number.
So number 352-225-1234.
Email address?
It is Mr. Will, WILL 352 @yahoo.com.
That's That's what's up. Hey, another podcast in the books. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Keelan Cox, one half of the Cox team. Mike would be here right now, but he's hard at work being a basketball coach. He has an AAU team, you know, that he taking care of, man. You know, we try to get back as many different ways as possible, man. So he wouldn't normally be here, but I'm gonna hold it down till he get back. Hey, let's wrap it up, man. Another podcast in the books. Your favorite realtor, Keelan Cox. You can reach out to me on all social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. I'm on everything, man. Reach out to me, got any questions about real estate. The market is booming, and it doesn't look like it's gonna slow down anytime soon. So for all my buyers and potential home buyers out there, please be ready. Make sure you know exactly what you're looking for in a house, right? Write down your list, 10 most important things, all right? And understand that the market's moving fast. It's moving very fast, all right? It's not necessarily a buyer's market right now. It's a seller's market right now, all right? So if you have any additional questions, by all means, reach out to me. We talk about getting pre-approved. I have a home buyers class that I do every second Saturday of every month, all right? The next one is coming up in a couple weeks. Reach out to me for the Zoom link. We can talk about that. For my sellers, for anyone that owns a home, or if you know someone that owns a home that's thinking about selling, please tell them to reach out to me. We do free comparative analysis for their homes, comparative market analysis for the homes. We can give them a roundabout value of what they can possibly get for it. And I want to help you get the most maximized value for your home, all right? So reach out to me. It's definitely your time right now. If you bought a property, 3-4 years ago, reach out to me. If you know someone that bought a property 3-4 years ago, reach out to me. If you were one of my clients and I helped you buy a property 3-4 years ago, reach out to me, all right? Anybody that you know that has a question about real estate, reach out to me, all right? KCOXSS24@gmail.com or phone number 352-443-1934. Keelan Cox, your favorite realtor. Cox team, one half of it, that is. Hey, we made a transition. We're Keller Williams down. Big moves on the horizon, all right? It's a lot of things we got going on. Hey, but we'll talk about it. Home buyers class, second Saturday of May. Reach out if you have any questions. Keelan Cox, your favorite realtor. I'm out.